Hey YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Clay from Team Megaflare, and today I have a Malicevorous hero deck for you guys. And right before we go ahead and get to it, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we can go ahead and get started. Basically, what made me pick up this deck was it was always an interesting deck in the anime. It's not really as good by itself, but just splashing different engines to it, it becomes a really fun deck to play around with. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the main deck. You run 3 copies of Malicevorous Knife. Knife is essentially the one where you normal summon him to special summon a Malicevorous from your graveyard. Then you have 3 copies of Malicevorous Fork. Fork, you can discard a Malicevorous monster to special summon. Then the worst Malicevorous is Malicevorous Spoon. Only 2 of, just because there's I have so many other cards to spam out, and he's not really that good. He's just a compliment card, but basically, all he does is essentially, when he's on field, I can, whenever I normal summon a Malicevorous monster, or when the Malicevorous is summoned, I can special summon another one from my grave. But he has to be already on the field to get that effect off. So that's the reason he is not that good. Then I have 2 copies of Cloud Crow. Cloud Crow, basically, when I control another dark monster, I can just spam him out there. He is once per turn, so that's the main reason I'm running him at 2. I was testing him at 3, but there's times where I would essentially open up multiples, and open up multiples aren't that bad, but it's just if you have another fiend type monster, you can't spam out the second one. So that's the reason I go with 2 crows. Then I run 3 copies of Umbral Horror Ghost. Ghost is really good in this deck. Basically, I can discard, or I can basically I can special summon him and another fiend type monster from my hand. But the only condition to doing that is basically I cannot normal summon that turn. So Umbral Horror Ghost is essentially a rank 2 play. Then for other rank 2 plays, I run a Gollenberg type rank 2 and 3 copies of Red Resonator. This is my favorite tech card in this deck. This opens up a lot of synchro opportunities. Red Resonator is level 2, and he has Gollenberg effect where I can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from my hand. But the fact that he's a level 2 helps his deck a lot for more rank 2 plays, as well as like I said, it opens up the synchro opportunities, because it is a tuner. Then the last monster I run is 2 Maxis. I was running 3 for a while, but the 2 seems the best. The third one will clog, and most of the time I would end up having to special summon a Maxi off of Resonator, and I just feel like that play is lackluster. So that's the reason I run that ratio of monsters. So I run a total of 18. Onto the hero. The hero card I run is 3 copies of Mass Change 2, of course. Dark Law is your win condition. Basically, I'll make Dark Law and equip Moon Mirror Shield onto the Dark Law, and it makes it impossible to beat over. So it becomes a really problematic monster. 2 copies of Allure of Darkness and 1 copy of Upstart. This is just to deck in your deck. This deck has no way to search out your monsters. I was thinking of running the spell card that searches out Resonators, but Red Resonator isn't that good in my opinion. It would help me deck in, but I could be running better cards than that. So that's the reason I run the 2 Allure and 1 Upstarts. Allure is really good. You run a lot of dark monsters, and then Upstart is just for the consistency. Then you got the 2 copies of Moon Mirror Shield, just beat over any of your opponent monsters. This and Dark Law and some traps equals game, basically, because they can't beat over your Dark Law. And then the traps I run makes it hard to get over Dark Law already. Then you run the 1 Soul Charge. Soul Charge is pretty decent. It's an amazing top deck late game. And then the 1 Instant Fusion. Noden is actually really good in this deck, just because you run Red Resonator, and Red Resonator is a tuner, so you go into some level 6 synchro plays. So that's all the spells I run in this deck. So I run a total of 10. Traps consist of 2 copies of Time Space Trap Hole, 2 copies of Mirror Force. A lot of people wonder why I run Mirror Force in this deck. I run Mirror Force in here mainly because I run Dark Law, and Dark Law backed up by Mirror Force usually equals a massive deep prison. So I run 2 Mirror Force, 2 Phoenix Chains to protect my Dark Law. Also, the reason I run Phoenix Chains as well is because I can essentially bounce them back with a card called Vulcan Divine, so I can just reuse my Phoenix Chains whenever I want to. The one Solemn, one Vanities, Violence, and Torrential. These are my game stopper cards essentially. I just feel like they disrupt my opponent enough, so you have to run these. Violence, Torrential are questionable, but Solemn and Vanities in any deck is usually a staple. Then you got the one Breakthrough and one Time Space. Breakthrough just to get over pesky cards like Majesty Fiends, and Trapstun just because sometimes it's important to trapstun your opponent and then go off on them. So that's basically all the traps I am running, and that's the entire main deck, guys. Getting on to the extra deck, I run the one Dark Law, the one Anki, and one DN for my hero monsters. This DN should actually be a Dark Law, but for some reason I can't find my Dark Laws anywhere, so I am just running DN for now. But this is supposed to be replaced with a Dark Law. One Nodin. Nodin is really important to this deck. It's just another Monster Reborn essentially in this deck, so it's really good. Synchros consists of Scarlight, Red Dragon Archene. It's a 3K beater, and it's just really strong. It's one of my favorite Synchros of all time. One YuGiOh Guardian, just because it's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Vulcan the Divine to bounce back your Phoenix Chains essentially. The Old Entity Haster. I'm probably gonna replace this with Herald the Arclight if I can find mine, but right now I'm running that. Then rank 6, I do run one rank 6 because it's easy to go into your rank 6 plays. One Ptolemy M7. It basically can bounce back any card your opponent control on the field, as well as it can bounce back card in your graveyard and put it back to your hand. So it's really nice. The one Downer Magician, you can put it on top of your rank 2s. 2 copies of Dark Mist. I honestly would cut this down to 1, but I cannot find my rank 2s anywhere. The only rank 2s I could find were the Sky Cavalry, which is a staple, of course. It's the best rank 2 in their card pool. The one Gachi, because it's Gachi, and he got your back. And one Shining Elf, which, yeah, like the other Dark Mist, I know it's going to be a Digin Buster whenever I find mine. But that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was just a short deck profile that I wanted to get through with. It can be competitive if you can get the combos off right, and that's basically it for the deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoy, and Clay is signing out. So I'll see you guys next time.